recap our last session for inspiration.
I
Ted, I could just
kind
read
of
your
do it.
journal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Peanut butter cookie right before trying to speak. Not great plan.
Mm.
1 second.
Sorry, did I get you hankering?
Okay. So it turns out peanut butter and snickerdoodle go, or I'm sorry, peanut butter and damn it. Now I'm doing peanut butter and sarsaparilla actually go very well together. Okay. Recap. It is the 6th of Myrtle. 6th of Myrtle. So 3 extra days by actual world reckoning passed while we were in Ulurith, we discovered, as we arrived in Astrazalion. We met with Thistle, which is the lieutenant in Haza's particular unit. Turns out that we're in Astrazalion. Not coincidence. Pretty sure someone pulled us here. Someone wants a report from Haza. But we are at least in Faerun. Not in my journal because, wow, Doug. Not in my journal because Torek did not, just is only vaguely aware of it happening. Haza got some of the memories that were taken away returned to her, I believe. Has not really conveyed exactly what all of that means, and we kind of have a vague understanding of why, being that it was done to hide Haza somehow, to give Haza time to decide which, who Haza wanted to serve, something along those lines. Meanwhile, Mel is made the decision to go back to her order, to return to the crypts. Inks is I guess not is. Inks made a very pointed comment to Chandria, to whom we were all introduced, that no one is taking the cloak from her, although that was a little shocking to Inks, since Chandria's response was, hell yeah, and Inks was sort of like, oh, right, sort of thought you would try to, did we just become friends?
They thought a whole smite was gonna happen.
What if I just killed you?
Honestly.
And then
She died how she
we
lived.
A bitch. Sorry, I'm done.
Inks also, I forget who Inks spoke to that got the information about 44 days. Astrazalion returns to the Fae, where where Inks would then have access to the Goblin Queen. Sadly, no David Bowie doing contact juggling.
But by the way,
Or maybe
I
it is.
never said
You know
that.
what?
I never said that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now that I'm saying it out loud, that could still be the Goblin Queen. So,
fun fact. Fun fact. I literally watched that movie for the first time this week.
what?
Wow.
What?
Did you have
Correct.
fun?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Holy shit. The
good film, huh?
animatronics were crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was a good film or not, but it was sure a spectacle, and I
Yeah.
had fun, so that's all that matters, I think.
Yes.
The knowledge that is not David Bowie's hand in that GIF, that there is a person so close to him.
No, so close to him
David-
doing the crystal
Look,
ball.
Okay, so
hold
have
on.
you-
Not everyone can fushigi that good, okay?
Hold on.
Fushigi is an art.
Okay, so one of the main memories of this movie is the bulge, right? Did you all
Yes.
see the bit on where that came from? That is in fact
Yeah.
potpourri? Because David Bowie had this guy literally right up behind him, and was just, something he had eaten had just given him horrible gas. So he literally had potpourri in his pants to
Oh.
to make up for this dude who is directly behind him. And the director saw this bulge and was like, "Yeah, that stays in."
Well, it fits.
I mean,
That
I
is-
heard that it's an
Yeah, the-
artistic notion about the
Yeah,
forced
'cause I mean-
maturation of young women.
Yes.
That's what
And
I'd
rampant
heard, but I
hormones.
can hear that
Yep.
could have been retroactive. I
Yep.
can hear that that's retroactive.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
sorry.
Times.
Recap.
It's like a man
forgot what
stapling
we
a
were
hat
doing.
to his head. We are recapping that Inks wants to go into the Feywild to speak to the Goblin Queen because the Goblin Queen might have answers about the Nying Ale. And so we are all sort of in a holding pattern, other than Mel, who is heading
Big
back to
enough
her order
back.
at some point. We are kind of at a figure out what we're doing phase, like who's going to go. And Ulvius has already said that he'd go with Haza, who is going through with Inks. Godric seems up for a fight, so that kind of leaves just a couple of us deciding.
And relayed messages that will have come to you through this day on the 6th. We'll start our game on the 7th, the day after. But you all are made aware as part of the request Chandria has made to Haza. You have the 44 days until the solstice, but it is going to require time to. If you ride Astrazalian into the Feywild, you will arrive on the solstice. That will be too late, which means that there is going to have to be means of getting you into the Fey and to Senelise earlier with enough time to actually be in the Citadel before you can advance as you must. So you do have a period of time, but you do not have 44 days. But Chandria is going
that's
to
right.
make sure you can get there. It gets where you need to go with enough time to get there.
Yeah.
Before
That
the
was the
city
other thing that
travels
didn't
back.
end up. Yeah, that was the other thing that didn't end up in the journal is that the Unseelie have not Dawnbringer. What's the name of the sword that
Midwinter.
Midwinter. Thank you. And they want to do the right, like they are grandstanding for the right, but Chandria is fairly certain that they have no intentions of letting it go through how it is supposed to go through. They want to collect all the artifacts essentially, and
Yeah.
take
And
control of the whole thing.
I will make one small correction to you just there, Ted. You mentioned the Unseelie. She specified
sorry.
the Feathered Knights.
The Feathered Knights, yeah.
Yes. Which, while not inherently Unseelie, is kind of distinct still, given that they are also
Correct.
rogues, as you guys have come to understand. Right? Has that been adequately explained? Realizing now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It was at least something that Hazen or not that Hyacinth knew in game for sure, but I'm pretty
Also,
sure we talked about it whenever we had the whole stuff with Owl.
regarding
Yeah, that's what I
memories,
thought.
Haza would have conveyed that functionally it was that, Haza had a whole lot of shit wrapped up in her childhood that she hid away from herself. And also that includes a bunch of offers from other Fae things that she turned down.
And
Uh,
so
We
go on.
also hadn't gone back to Nick and Knack to shop yet or do any shopping.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Because we got busy that day because
Yeah.
we were gonna do some stuff and then I was like, I need to talk to my boss, and I cut that off. So now we have a beat where we got hammered, we went to sleep, presumably we're waking up the next morning.
Yeah, probably a little bit more fucked up than you would like. It
Y'all,
wasn't very long ago you were under a city.
y'all
Uh,
got hammered.
I'm going running.
Eh.
That's a you idiot's problem.
I invite Mel to go running with me.
Vi's muted, which is
Vi's
funny.
muted. Yeah, that feels correct.
He's where do you run?
Just around. Like, you pick like a spot and then well, I guess you don't really you pick a spot to turn back, really. But mostly then you just go.
Does it help with the headache?
Kinda.
Mel will scrutinize that statement.
It depends on how hot it is, honestly, and it's pretty nice out, so.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get my armor on.
Oh, I was gonna actually do it. You don't have
Oh,
to.
is that not required? I thought
No,
that
I
was part of the
usually do.
exercise.
Yeah, I usually do, but today is more about fun than it's different.
She'll sort of look down at the robes that she's wearing and just kind of like tie them up, like bunch them up over her knee,
Do
like
you want
above her
help?
knees.
I could.
No, I just don't have.
You
You ready?
do you have some? I have spare shoes, if you need.
That's fine.
Have we
Yeah.
asked if Mel has hooves?
I think we have, and she doesn't. I
Okay.
don't think.
Okay.
No. I usually don't make my tieflings with hooves.
Goatee.
Goatee. Not that goatee. She does have a tail though, but no hooves.
I'm definitely taking our run towards the docks just because, it's nice. There's a fucking view over there.
Yeah, yeah. You're sprinting around the city. You are getting the fresh ocean air that feels cool in the way that is familiar, but not frigid as as the two of you are particularly acquainted. Um,
Just assumed I was there.
Yeah,
I
Torque
kinda
is
did.
one block back. Torque's got Pekarave on Overwatch.
They're just riding a few blocks behind. Um,
Yeah, we
and
definitely start off going fast, and then I see Mel, and then we're not going very fast anymore. Going a more leisurely jog.
yeah, you see some party people wandering home.
She's got a 20 in con and a 17 in
Oh, fuck
dex.
yeah, no, you getting the
What?
full
Yeah, no,
speed then. We're going.
Yeah, she literally wears her armor like most of the time.
Fuck yeah.
You see her take off like you've never seen.
Yeah, this is a race. This is amazing.
At some point, when they're passing around the harbor, Mel will inquire, "So where do you come from? Like, are you from the Feywilds or
Yep, from the Fey Wild.
never lived up on the coast?"
Well, I mean, uh, I did when I was here. Lived a couple places, but coast was one of them, and on ships too.
Huh.
It's where I learned how to row.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, that seems like months ago.
Yeah, technically I could steer a ship. Well, in theory, at least.
Like a tall ship?
Probably. I mean, I couldn't do it, but I could tell some people how to do it. It's so hard. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it takes like what? Like 20 people to crew one of those things?
Like 7 motivated people and 4 working half and half ish. But well, it depends. How tall is it?
You know, like the ones in the harbor, like 3-mast.
Oh yeah, no, that would. Oh fuck. Have you ever put a mast up? It sucks.
She shakes her head.
It's a whole
No,
fucking
haven't
thing.
been to the docks really, or around by boat.
Some of them like fold down, but that's not most of them. Yeah, Hayes' voice is not at all breaking. Honestly, it's more fun running with you than Inks. Inks just puts her head down and tries to beat me.
Tries.
Yeah, Mel will go, tries? You're faster than her? You can keep up?
Okay, some of it is cheating. She'll like run on walls. She'll dodge in and out of people. It's bullshit. It's not fair.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're jogging with somebody, it makes it clear that you're doing like a thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really run with Inks. You run behind Inks as she runs in front of you for the the duration. It is communal, I guess, though, because you're doing it together. So after another block, Hayes is slow slightly. Uh, so like, uh, y- I are we free to visit you when you're cloistered again, or
Yeah. Oh, gods, yes. Of course.
okay? I mean, do you want to talk to us, or
Yeah, if you would like to come by and if you ever need my help or the Order's help, I mean, I don't. I might not know the consequences of your whole duty as intimately as you do, but it does seem like fate changing business, so my resources are yours. I
oh,
mean it.
I'd I'd be stopping by to see you.
Oh, I mean, anytime, if you're in Waterdeep.
Is Do you think Torque's gonna go with you?
Huh. Yeah, I haven't really. I kind of. I asked him to accompany me to talk last night, but I don't think I got a clear answer on that. I didn't really ask, but it felt like he, I don't know.
It's okay
At the
though,
very
because
least, wasn't really sure if where you lot were going was gonna be the same place where he was going, but, or wanted to go with the, whole being an archaeologist and exploring thing. Has
true.
some
Yeah.
unfinished business, I guess. Don't know what the timeline on that is or how motivated he has been to confront that, but at the very least, there might be a chance that he might part ways with you all like I have, but honestly, I'm kind of convinced that, you know, she sort of like leans in close and like looks behind her and around for Pakarai or Torik. Out of all the things that my god has told me, his resurrection was the one thing that was very clearly good and important. So,
Huh.
yeah. Mel like leans away and like nods at her emphatically. Yeah, I know. So he's got to be important to whatever's happening around here. It seems like conflict's brewing all around. Nothing
I
has
mean, he doesn't
seemed to come to a
necessarily
head.
have to be important for this. They, he's he's got a whole like life that he's had and life ahead that you're right. He's got a lot of other stuff that's maybe more important. I mean,
Right.
he might follow you, to be fair, but I kind of would prefer that if he wasn't gonna come with us, that he would, go digging around in an old, well, maybe not an old city, considering, but some old city
Mel laughs
adjacent.
a little at that and is like, yeah, he seemed a little bit keen on not exploring any old cities for
Maybe he could find one
at
of the
least a
like the
little bit.
floating ones. He could get, well, no, he would hate one in the sky. Oh God.
I think they all crashed out when the Netherese fell, but I'm not as versed in the history as he is. Uh, anyways, I mean, who knows? Maybe what he's looking for might be somehow connected to where you all end up. If I'm gonna be honest, I really don't want to leave the Prime material. It's nice being outside again. Above ground, it would. The Feywilds always have. She just kind of shudders a little bit. Sounds scary.
They're just really bright and obnoxious, mostly.
But trust me, if there's a way that I can help convince him, then I will. I think that given that my return home will be voluntary, I guess, or it's something I'm assured of, and he won't really need to escort me, you know? Only so much danger on that trip, and I mean, we've killed an archlich. I can handle myself just fine on my own.
Haza will stop, uh, like stretch for a second, say probably about time to head back. First thing, you don't need to convince him. Torque knows what Torque needs to do, and he'll let us know.
You're right.
Second, we'll just get this out of the way now. I lead forward to try to hug Mel.
Uh, Mel will hug Haza, sort of very confused at first, like sort of flinching out.
Oh, you got there. Third, for what it's worth, I'll miss you.
Well, I mean, if you want to visit, like I said, it's kind of hard to miss a Temple of Virgil.
I mean, pretty easy to miss it because it's just below
It's
a
like a
crypt in a hole
mortuary.
in the
I
ground.
know,
Yeah,
I know. It's
it's like the
no,
most
it's
missable
like
thing. It's in a hole in the ground.
no. They have like
There's no
actual temples.
signs. There's no
No,
signs that
but
say come in here and poke around and see what it's about.
right, because it's where the
Yeah,
city buries their dead. Of
right.
course,
I've never
that's
seen
not.
anybody on a city corner being like, "Hey, come check out my god of death." Maybe should. It would probably help, but
uh, Mel will just cast sending to Haza as a point and say, "Well, if you have any trouble finding me, You can always reach me like this. Sorry, made sure I didn't go over the limit.
How ironic would that have been?
I sent back, that'll work. Now we race home on 3.
For the record, I'll miss you too. Not as
1.
much as you'll miss me when I win this race. And she just like starts taking off
Mhm.
down. It looks really funny because she's just in the like tied up robe.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, you guys make it back sweaty. For everyone else as they're getting up. I guess. Godric, what did you do
Yes.
once your running buddies were gone?
While they were on the run, just every now and then they heard Godric on your right.
Just running like 1 block past us, turning back, running back
Turning
to base
back and
camp, turning around
Just
again.
in a quick
run-
loop, that way I can.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The crazy shit is, don't you have like an aura that makes people faster? So like
Yeah.
every time you pass, the two of you are like, God damn, and you pick it up for a minute.
Oh, I think I
okay.
caught it.
It does a little
Momentum from
salute to
Godric's aura.
Pakareva and Torque each time he goes back by.
All right. I guess. Ulfius, what are you doing with your day?
Unless interrupted by someone, I will be spending time copying spell, or I
Okay.
should say, embroidering spell.
All right. Maybe I'll turn it out a little bit and ask the group. Is there any more immediate follow up from yesterday, from the 6th? That today's the real 7th. Ooh. That anyone needs to take care of now. Okay. And Mel, you wanted to stick around and help the crew get ready to travel, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
she can
I
do
just want to
that.
make sure. Okay.
Yeah, I think other than that, I think the question is posed to Haza. So you made your decision, right? You're going.
Yep.
What do we need? What do we do? What's the
Well,
preparation?
first I tell Chandria that I'm going, and then anybody who wants to go with me can go with me. We know how much time we have, but I think we could take a beat to prepare, get what we need.
Right. Like, probably go and
At least
sell some things
today, yeah.
and get some items.
All right. Anyone intentionally staying behind while shopping begins?
Like, are we staying away from shopping or are we joining shopping?
Yeah, are you getting into shopping right now? As that seems like it's going to be the next thing to be doing for you guys anyway.
I'll join the shopping. I don't know how to answer the question, but I'll join the
Yeah,
shopping.
That is the answer, so thank you.
Okay, cool. I don't know why. It just did not like connect in my head. I'm like, wait.
I will join that endeavor as well.
Okay. Torque, you staying behind or you coming along?
Nope, I'm going along.
All right,
Yeah,
Godric.
Mel will tag along as well.
Okay.
Yes, I will also come along.
Okay.
Not that I have any money. Sorry, I'm being dramatic.
Yeah. As you are wandering the streets, I actually meant this to come up last night, Inks, while you were adventuring the city, but you had focus, so it will not have stood out to you until this morning when you see a familiar like alchemist pop up on one of the corners at the market, like one that specifically carries your needed prescription.
Oh. Oh no. Is it Gary?
I mean, you could go look.
Oh God.
You don't think it's Mac?
Right. Don't worry, it's Larry, not Gary.
It could be Mac. Oh, let's hope it's Mac. Yeah, I guess I am running low on this thing that we do not keep track of. So, so now would be the time.
As you are all hitting the streets, Ulvius, you are aware of where Nick and Knack have parked their caravan, but as you're sort of leading the rest of the group in that vague direction, trying to recall exactly where it was, Inks, your ears sort of lower as you see a very familiar sign over a booth, and a very pleasant-looking human gentleman with dark hair and glasses leaning out the side, waving at customers, shaking hands, and giving a very generally very pleasant expression and demeanor to everyone who comes by, even as early in the day as it is. Um, uh, and he sort of like blinks in surprise and cleans his lenses as he squints over at you as this gentleman shouts out, "Hey, hey there, sweetheart! How you doing?" And he waves his hand out at you.
Trying to
Not
figure out how I
Mac.
want to play this because I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah, I know. I brought him here on purpose.
Yeah, you did.
He is speaking Goblin.
That's
he's
that's
He,
true. No, he probably already did.
he does.
Yeah, she will like kind of like look over and then like kind of just put her head up like oh slow to a halt. And then I guess everyone's keeps going or they're just slowly perusing or
It's been a while since I've seen you, Kix. I almost didn't recognize you with the mask on. How you doing?
oh uh yeah, it's a new thing. Hi Gary. Doing pretty good. Trying new things out, turning over leaves, the whole deal. How are you?
Well, just good. Just here for the summer convention. I'll be headed back in a couple of weeks. You know, it was on the calendar a couple of months ago, but I understand you hadn't been by the house in a little bit. I'm not surprised you didn't notice.
Yeah, yeah, super busy. Did something super important to you, I take it?
Well, yeah, sort of, dear, but I'm very curious. I mean, if I'd known you'd be out here at this time, I would have offered to give you a ride.
Yeah, uh-huh. Ah. And do you come out here often?
Yeah, just about once a year, just like they do. And he sort of laughed.
Right, right. How did I not know about this? But you did.
Well, I mean, it's not like I didn't talk about it, but I understand you've been very busy with your nightclub and all that.
Yeah, probably would have paid off to listen to you for all those many years.
You had
Okay.
a nightclub?
The club she went to at night, where she come back with a broken nose sometimes.
It was an easy fix. It's fine. Um,
The first rule about nightclub is you don't talk about nightclub.
Thank you.
Got it.
so yeah, I am in the market for some of your is everyone here right now? Does everyone have to be? It seems like you guys were so busy earlier.
Oh my goodness, Kix, are these your friends?
Who is this
Yeah.
guy?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Godric. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, my name's Gary Riz. I'm Inks's mother's husband, as she has said many
Gary
times.
Riz.
Riz?
Is that with one Z or two Z's, Gary?
Two Z's, just like they spell it. WRIZZ.
Gary Riz.
W
WR.
Wait,
Okay.
you
All right,
are-
Gary. Good times.
Inks, do none of these folks know your last name?
I
Yeah,
suppose it
no,
hasn't
we're
really
just
come up.
Must have just slipped our mind collectively.
Wait, you have a last name?
Don't we all?
Raise your hand if you have a
No.
last name.
No, we do not all.
No, I don't.
Gary raises his hand.
I mean, I
Thanks,
could.
Gary.
I
That's very helpful.
Mel raises her hand.
Actually, as soon as you try to, your hand lowers. You no longer have a last name.
Oh shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Congrats.
You lost a lot of your name a couple of days ago.
Right? Apparently, I'm in the minority here. Yes, I have a last name. It is Riz. So is Gary's. Gary, friends, Gary.
Gary.
hmm He's shaking everybody's hand twice.
Oh, hi, Gary.
Just to be clear, is Gary a goblin?
No, he's a human dude.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought, and I just
Yeah.
needed to confirm.
So, Gary, how long have you and Mrs. Riz been together?
15 years this June. That's not a month in this world.
Hey, hey, Inks, how old are you?
It sure isn't, but give me a second, and I can
We're
tell.
really close to it.
Kythorn.
me-
June would be Kythorn.
It's coming up.
Sure is.
I guess this is another
23
tidbit about me
days.
that never came up. 23.
23. Okay, so you, right?
around,
Your
and here.
your last name is Riz.
Mhm.
No, I took it. I took it when I
Oh,
married
okay.
her lovely mother.
Yeah.
Inks just has her really big fake smile on, but with her very uncomfortable eyes.
Which none of us can see because it's behind the mask.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Handy, isn't it?
So, any good stories to
Apparently.
share about our young Inks Riz?
I
Oh,
don't know.
Oh,
if
gods.
That's necessary.
I'm a bit of a fan of the time I fell down the stairs of tripping over the knife boots, trying to avoid the knife of the knife
Oh,
boots.
the knife boots. Those have been,
Oh, you're familiar.
yeah.
I meant to apologize because those were still attached to my feet at the time. So
It was a big old mess, but everyone was okay. Right, Kix?
Was
yeah.
was she ever
What do you-
eaten by anything as a child? Like any big
Nope, that's
frog or
it's a fairly new phenomenon
big
that I
big
got with
fish?
just you guys.
If it happened, it was before my time.
Okay, well, we have
What's the
had a
most-
great
Hold
time,
on,
Gary.
no, what's the most charming anecdote you have about our young Inks Riz?
Asa,
Oh.
goodness.
When her sister lost a bit of a clump of her hair in a little tussle, Inks also shaved part of her own hair.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, if her sister lost a little bit of hair like over on the right, Inks, it was very nice of you to shave a portion of her head on the left so that it was balanced.
So it was
So,
even?
yeah. I didn't want people making fun of her. I'd have to beat them up and just the whole thing.
Mel will like lean over to Hayes and say, "That's the last one you get." I'm getting embarrassed secondhand.
I smiley say, I don't know what you mean.
Well, I do have everything I think here for you. I've added a little bit of some pain numbing stuff. I've heard some folks out here. There's some stuff going around in the air. Folks are sneezing a lot. Hopefully, this helps with the sinuses. And he hands you a parcel of alchemical components, herbs, and things as you've been taking.
Awesome. Thank you,
A
Gary.
little bit
you
of Gary
have
Riz's
been-
sneezing powder.
A staple in this community. and we all really appreciate what you have done.
He always says that.
Lean down to Inks, like get as close as I can. Say, okay, now take another pass.
I prefer you didn't.
No. You say it again, but mean it this time.
Thank you, Gary. You have been a staple of this community. How's that?
I give you a high five behind my back.
She hits a little too hard.
Well, I'll let your mother know that I saw you, and if you're back in town, say hi.
Oh, give her this letter, please.
I will. How thoughtful. And he
Something
he he immediately tucks it into his vest pocket.
Thank you, Gary.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
one.
Gary.
Go home soon. It's dark out.
Lovely to meet you,
Gotta
Gary.
go.
It's the morning, Inks.
All right.
I love her so much.
Go home.
This is
It's
so
dark out. It's really
awesome.
funny.
Go home, it's dark.
Okay. I'm glad that happened this session instead of last session because it meant when you wrote a letter, you didn't know this was coming.
I know.
So awesome.
It was last minute. I was like, wait, no, I have a letter.
Wonderful. Okay. So for Astrozalian shopping, because this is currently a trade hub, you guys have access to basically any magic item for purchase that you can, reasonably expect to purchase at a store. And then in addition to that, there is Nick and Nack's bedevilments and chicanery, oddball items for you guys. So I know Cody sent me a shopping list and you're cleared, but yes, yes, Adam.
Yeah, Ulvius is gonna pull Haza aside
Yeah.
and just say, how do you want to split up our score?
Okay, so how much total is it?
What's about? I figure we can get about 2,400 gold, maybe. I'm sorry, 24,000 gold, maybe a little bit more than that.
Okay, so if we did it, it'd be 12. So if we, what's, I feel like, what's 60, or how about 55, 45? You get 55.
Done.
Shake your hand.
Yeah.
But you have to sell it.
Oh, no problem.
Random stuff.
No problem.
Got to work out what the fucking math is.
I will also allow while you guys are doing downtime sales, which would be nowish. I think I'd be open to persuasion checks to roll a percentage increase on your resale, if that makes sense. Give you, Adam, the chance, if you so choose, or the two of you a chance, if you so choose, to roll a persuasion check to sell your items in trade for more than what we have written down.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Do you want to assist or do you want to have a barter off?
Well, let's put our heads together. How's I can be pretty convincing, but it's not really my thing. I usually resort to magic when things get difficult.
Okay. Well, I mean, the 45, 55 is still fine because, you found most of the pieces and, like, worked
Oh
it
no,
out.
we've agreed on it. We don't have to renegotiate.
yeah.
That's done.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean,
Okay, so,
how are you
you-
feeling persuasion-wise?
Oh, I got this. You just, help?
Sure.
Okay, do you want to do like a
Well, here
It's easier
I'll
to-
just hang out and I'll jump in if necessary.
Do you want to like? No, that'd be weird. Sorry, I was gonna say, do you want
Go
to sit on
ahead.
my shoulder? But
Let's
that'd
see
be
how
weird. Yeah, you want to see how it
get
plays?
get in there and let's see how this plays out.
You're on my shoulder for negotiation.
I am not sitting on your
Fascinating.
shoulder.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not good.
Okay. All right. So, how I'll do it is at a DC 15, you guys can sell for a 10% increase. At a DC 20, we'll say a 20% increase, and then if you happen to hit a DC 25, I will give you a 30% increase on your resale. Okay,
Okay.
but just one roll.
I'm getting okay. So is it a help roll? Is it normal or advantage?
Adam, do you have the persuasion skill?
I
or
do
a
have
means
the
of
persuasion
providing?
skill.
Okay,
Okay.
so it would be at advantage.
Oh,
Damn. I
holy
thought about
shit!
if you got a
An
DC 30, but I was like, I'm not going to give you more than 30%.
An 18 and a 19. Jesus Christ. Hayes is riding high today. Hayes is fucking on it.
There's at least one instance where you're at a with a salesman and another customer was like, "Is that Hazelyn?" And then like someone just offers you a better price.
So that's an additional 7,000 gold.
Ta-da.
Yeah, I think that's what Google tells me. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, I'll work out the math. Everybody else do shopping while while I do math.
Yeah, is there other things people need to buy or are looking for?
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, I can. I've got a list, so I can wait until people are done. Or I mean, look, Wizard's gonna wizard. Like Wizard's got
Yes.
shit that's got to get done here. So
I enjoy this, if I'm honest. I like being the
Right.
DM for these sessions. I don't like them all the time, but I enjoy
Right.
them quite a bit.
Cool.
Okay. Show to players.
I want that game die of all or nothing.
I know you do. You can have it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cody, you sent me your shopping list.
Yep.
You are good to
I'll
get
work-
your items.
Yeah, I'll work out how much that I'm gonna put into the group coffers here in a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my
Um,
helmet into that pot.
Obvious will also work out how much he's going to put into the group coffers.
Yeah.
I'll allow other party members to take bets on what that number is going to be.
So 30.
Okay. Then Mel, I guess it's silly to ask what Mel wants to buy, but as Mel goes shopping.
Yeah, Mel isn't really wanting for any like magical items right now. It's like she might ask for like, oh, she has one of those actually. I was gonna say like she might ask the party if they want like a divination on something or something like that, but she already has the component
Yeah.
book for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll abstain. She has to charter a ship and all, and only
All right.
has she has 131 gold, which is like, you know, not anything to sneeze at, but also
Getting home
she's
money.
gonna getting home money.
Yeah. I think like while she's wandering, I don't think that Mel can not think about the first time that Inks and Haza and Hyacinth like took her out shopping, I think, before a concert. And it probably feels pretty similar, but with just a lot different emotions.
Yeah. At that point, she might remember she has the dress and like kick herself a little bit for not dressing up yesterday night.
Godric, is there anything that you are looking for?
I don't think so. I mean, Godric has absolutely no money, anyways, but I don't think he's looking for anything either. I think if something were in front of him and by the gods it was good, but he doesn't want for anything. I think he's just out with his friends.
Okay, all right. Not saying that this one is for you, but I'm looking at my items that I put together. Have you seen the fortified plate armor?
I have it highlighted again,
Okay.
though. I have no money.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
It's-
Your local adventurer for glory, not money.
Right.
How much money you need for it? Because I literally am buying my one thing. I'm pocketing a significant portion. Well, not a sig. I'm pocketing like 750 gold because that's enough gold for any normal person to live on forever. And then I was just gonna put the rest back into the next nearest person who wants something. I know
Nick and
Olvius
Nack's
is
fortified plate armor is 4,440.
okay. So let me work out what the remaining then, because that is perfectly fine with me if you want to use some of my haul for that.
That's very sweet. I would love to. I don't remember what hall is this. Is this just
Me and Olvius
treasure?
got a whole bunch of shit. Like
Uh-huh.
we sat and
Oh, yeah.
we
Yeah,
got a
that.
pretty
I
good
get, yeah.
haul.
Yeah.
Oh
So
damn, that's right.
Yeah.
yeah, this is why Olvius is getting 17,000 and I'm getting 14.
Oh,
All
Incredible.
right.
So minus
Inks, you.
6,000.
Oh, go.
No, go ahead. I'm battling myself.
Okay. Inks, you mentioned the gaming die. Anything else you need to worry about?
I don't think anything else really helped me, so no, I don't think so. I don't
All
have
right.
enough money for the dart, Max. That's what you're going
Just out of
for.
reach.
Yeah, right there.
Right
I
within
mean,
stealing
Olvius
distance.
just came into a big chunk of change.
I can afford this.
A single dart.
Single +3 dart. The worst item I think I've ever seen. All right then, Olvius. What's your wizard shopping list?
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was.
Okay.
I would like to go to either a place that is known for selling spell components, but actually probably the first place I'd start is like a artisan district. Looking particularly um, uh, for sculptors and any place that sells like high quality tea set because I would like to get a highly polished silver tea tray, which
Yes.
would that costs about 1,000 gold, because I'm going to need something for scrying.
Yeah.
And
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, and I may as well make it a full tea set since I'm getting the tray anyway. And I need to find a sculptor, right, who has a lot of like small sculptures of short individuals that I can have altered to look like me as possible. I'll take as many of those that cost 1,500 gold apiece for any time I might want to use the contingency spell.
Hold on, let me look at that component again.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ivory statue of me that cost 1,500 gold. And so I'm basically like, I know I can't, there's not enough time for me to commission people to do full blown statues of me. So I'm looking for anything that's a short person. I'll be like, dude, can you fuck this face up enough that it'll look like me?
Uh, I love this. Okay. I think that this will require you're gonna at least get two because it's just fucking funny to me.
Mhm.
But I think I want to give me a second. I'll think of a system we can roll with a little bit to
Okay.
see how many you might be able to get because I
Cool.
like the
And then
idea that they're gonna be fucked.
right, the final thing that I will be doing is going just to a sort of proper standard magic shop, assuming one
Mhm.
exists, and ask
Mhm.
if they have anything that they can do to make my current spell focus, my T diffuser, a little more potent or powerful, seeing as how I've been involved in a lot more battles than I'm usually involved in.
Okay. In that case, I was actually going to have, I think, uh, I was gonna have Vi's new character bring this to you, but I think now is as good a time as any to have it given to you,
Okay.
because this is going to come from the Dryad who you took tea with yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's going to find time after her ceremonies later in the day to present to you as a token in good faith, and in gratitude to the gift you presented to her yesterday.
Mhm.
Um, the let's see, the tea toad of telling.
Oh, cool.
Look at it.
Mm.
Crazy. Awesome.
Ah.
Awesome.
I'm captured. Yeah, I'm sure it does stuff, but guys, it's a fucking Tito.
Yeah.
It's a tea toad.
Yeah, sweet.
Teetotaler.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know that there's any if there's anything meaningful beyond that. Like obviously that gesture for her, very
Yeah, no,
demonstratively.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. I will exhibit the appropriate thanks and humility for such a kind gift. Very sweet.
And I think okay, and then oh yes, contingency. Yes. Let's do an odds check first. We'll start with a D100 on a 50 or higher. There will be 4 available, and then we'll
Okay.
do another check to see if they can do it correctly.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that is no. There are those are not available.
All right. So now so there will be 3 available, and I will have you roll. Let's do another odds check. 50 and
Mhm.
above, they are able to successfully craft this one for you.
All right.
All right. 3 okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So, and I assume I'm able to find a tea tray.
You are allowed to have the pick of the litter of tea trays. You
Okay.
see glass ones that are tinged with changing color. You see ones that are immaculately hand painted with either figures of the Archfey royalty or with plants of natures you have never seen before.
Yeah, I think I will get a hand painted one um, with natural scenes that I have not seen before.
All right, cool. Yeah, they're gorgeous. And as you carry them through the day, you can see that the skies that are faintly watered, like waterily painted on the porcelain, lightly change in their tone. So
Mhm.
as it comes to twilight, they deepen into a purplish blue.
Very cool. The
You
only
didn't
other
spend a
thing, and
fortune on them.
yeah, the only other thing that I'd like to work out, although it doesn't need to be now, we can do it at another point, is I've been using like Chardonnay dust and mixing it with the tea to create inks that I dip my threads in as I um, embroider handkerchiefs.
Yeah.
I may want to do some scroll creating in the future. So we need to come up with either how much Chardolin dust I still have or just how much money I should spend on ink. We just need to come up with a gold price cost for materials for that process. We don't need to, I don't think it's necessary to RP any of that stuff,
Mhm.
but I don't. It feels wrong to just sort of hand wave it and say, "Oh yeah, I can accomplish it." So
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah,
the
sounds good.
gold cost is, we
All right. I'll try to figure that out soon. Yep.
yeah no.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
thank
need
you.
help buying something? Because I got 3870 to throw in if somebody needs a little help.
All right. It sounds like there's just a chunk of change getting tossed into group loot.
I might ask if I could buy a rope of climbing. I could
Of,
do a
of
lot
the
of work.
group loot that you just put in the.
Yeah, if I take 2,000 off of that, well, I will. I'll ask you, not the group,
You
because a
can
rope of
acquire a
climbing,
group of
I
rope
can
of climbing.
levitate and a rope of climbing. Fuck, we could do so much good stuff.
I am
I'll
at the
just go up
point in
there.
the game where if you aren't doing shit like that, then I have
Yeah.
fucked up. So you're good.
Rope of climb, and also because I love the rope of climbing.
I know
One of
it's
my
a good item.
It's one of my favorite items.
I love Boy Scout items.
Okay, so
See,
that's
I know
like,
they're
see,
called utility items. They're Boy Scout items.
fucking alchemy jug, goddamn, rope of
Yeah.
climbing, immovable rod. All those are so preem. I feel naked without
Carry the immovable rat on me, sort of.
sort of.
Okay. All right. Sounds like we are shopped out, which means we can move on to other downtime stuff. This always gets so boring. Okay, how group conversation. How do you guys want to spend your downtime, and do you need to have in-character conversations about it?
I will, at the very least, tell Nettle to let Chandria know that I'm in.
Done. You don't even need to say it out. Well, you say it out loud, and then the pact is made. So
I was gonna ask about that. Feel like, okay, so yeah, that's good.
Woof, you just spoke words of power.
Mhm.
Who
Yeah,
knew
all the
I'm
windows
in?
rattle for a second.
Who
the
knew
candles
I'm
dim
in is a
briefly.
pact making words.
That's what's signed on the contract.
Yeah, I'm in.
If you squint, it looks like Hazelin.
That's very good.
Okay. Thank you.
Something, if we have the time to do, that I think Adam had kind of mentioned last week was um, classwork all together to learn us some more magic from the Arcanum scroll.
Do we wish to crack into that immediately in your time down in your downtime?
We don't necessarily have enough time, right? Because
I mean, I don't know that we've got enough time to finish it. If I remember correctly,
Mhm.
if we're all working together, it would take a week. Right.
200
So,
hours.
oh, yeah. So yeah, it would take a 10-day, essentially, a little more than a 10-day. No, a little less than a 10-day. I don't think we've got that kind of time, but
Oh, you
we
do.
m-
I'll say that for you. You do.
oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if we've got the time, I know Ulvius would be itching to crack in.
then yeah, I guess to facilitate that, I would probably ask, like, okay, given that we are in, I would have Nettle get the logistics of like what our path there looks like. Like, because we're gonna have
Okay.
to transport to the Feywild, then walk, right?
Yep.
So if I get a general gist of how long it might take, I know the Feywild space is fucky,
Yes.
but the general sense of
Uh,
how long it should take.
and additionally, oh, she can teleport you guys. It's fine. I don't have to plane shift you guys in.
So Nettle will tell you that the best location to send you guys to into the Feywild that's like a reliable place is a location that is a little bit within the Winter Court called Ilian Bruin, and I'll spell that for you. An Ilian Bruin is an outpost, or is like a region with an outpost that has some fairly important Winter Court courtiers there, who are at least in control of that outpost. It's one of the places that is closest to Astrozalian once it is in the Fae. So it's another like military outpost. Um, let's see. I just moved to the wrong tab. Okay. Uh, and because you've asked for the explicit information, in Ilian Bruin, you will be guided to the Sleet Wallow outpost, where you will be able to resupply if you need to, potentially get some mounts to take you through the rest of the Fae into, or through a patch of autumn that will then take you into summer. And from there, you will be able to get to Senelise. So that's kind of like the bullet point list. You're gonna arrive in winter, hit this outpost. They can get you on the right track. Go a little through autumn and then into summer. You will find Senelise at that point.
Okay, and the ballpark for how long that particular, for basically boots on the ground in the Feywild, how long do the Fey think it's going to take?
Nettle is going to guess 5 to 8 days ish.
Okay, so yeah, that's rounding way up, like 10 days for shit fucking up, shit and getting weird,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
weird. Okay, so then, yeah, given that, I will relay that to the group for the math on the Nether Scroll. I probably don't need to relay it. I'll just have Nettle like give it to the
Give
group
the
while she's
yeah,
doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
give the presentation to all of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, get the PowerPoint.
Okay. I'm trying to think if she has any other. I think that those two things are the most important, and are good enough information for you.
Yep. So we're having class time with Ulvius.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's a big question, Ulvius. Is it class time or is it book embroidery time?
Oh no, if people want to bust into the book, Ulvius has been itching to get into that and has only been putting it off because he knows at some point other people are going to want to do it. So if people are like, "Oh yeah, let's sit down and do it," Ulvius is all about it. Ulvius will put out his new tea set, make sure everyone's teacups are always filled, and doing his best to help guide people. I would imagine occasionally like checking in with Oryx.
Or
Toric, sorry.
yes,
Occasionally,
it's not just me.
yeah, occasionally checking in with Toric to double check things.
Yeah, and I think with your actually, it's probably the best that I gave you your T-toad when I did, because now
Mhm.
you can use comprehend languages on the whole thing
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, absolutely.
We're
um,
going to get this done in 8 days. We got to dial into 16-hour fucking days reading this book.
You
God.
could do that, but that would be risking exhaustion for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should ask, do you want to?
I think Godric wants to develop a schedule
Okay.
and like dedicate time, make sure everyone's where they need to be at the right time, and no one's going to be late to class, no one's going to be not paying attention. Like
It-
This is Godric's
this is
first time to
gonna
be in
happen.
school.
yeah.
Yes, Godric is smart, but I am thinking of someone that I knew when I was
That
in
was
college.
that was
who-
phrased in a really weird way.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I pulled up Godric's sheet to check what his intelligence was, but I'm thinking of someone I knew in college that just as a rule did school from 7 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday, and was very strict about it. And
So if we do 12-hour days, it will take like 17 days.
You have to do, if you do over an 8-hour day, I'm making you roll exhaustion.
That is more than fair, I feel like.
200
8
divided by
hours of
8 is
reading.
25 days. So do we have 25 days to do this?
It's
Hold on, let me.
gonna be tight because then we have 19 days remaining, which, I guess it's fine.
I think let's do 200. Let's do 12, because that would be like about 17 days. And I feel like I should be able to dedicate some magic and some ability to keeping people
Yeah.
up and fine. So
You know what?
like I can
There we go.
absolve y'all of exhaustion as it happens.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, it's a
There
good
we
thing
go.
Mel stuck around.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Modern problems require modern
Modern
solutions.
solutions.
I was like,
Just for the record, this
my
is not a modern
makes you
problem.
faster
This
at
is-
running aura doesn't
Yeah.
help here. Wow, what am I supposed to do?
That's very fair.
You
Ted.
forgot you were
I forgot I
a
had
healer.
yeah.
Don't worry, it happens to me too.
I love that.
That's so funny.
Okay. So
boy.
25, not 25. Let's see, you said 12-hour days?
Yeah, 12-hour days. That's 16 days, and then an early day on Friday.
To correct the
Sick.
last couple chapters.
Yeah, it's 16 and 2/3 days.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That sounds like a fucking Kingdom Hearts game title. Sorry.
Thank you.
Hey, Ulvius, what all do we have to just sit and listen to you the whole time, or can we like pace while we listen?
Something that was really helpful for me was popcorn reading. You're the only one who can read this, so probably not.
Yeah, look, the important part is listening. So whatever
Okay,
else you do
great.
outside of that, how about that? Look, the important part is listening. The only other important part that I can think of is don't distract me. So
Yeah.
like as an example, I'd appreciate if Ink stop with blowing the bubbles. Can you spit the chewing gum out, please, Inks? I don't know how many times we have to go over
Actually-
this.
Actually, that does bring up a good question. Are we allowed to ask questions during and or after and or before and or during?
Look, there are no stupid questions, only stupid people.
Awesome. She stands up and flashcards like fall out in front of
Is
her.
it a stupid question to ask if I can go like behind you and just swing my sword while you talk? Is that going to distract you?
I turned to Torque. Look,
Yeah.
you and I can just go somewhere else with this book.
Hey, I tried to
Wait,
warn
I
you.
have
No,
so
that's
many
not.
flashcards
We
and I don't know
agreed.
what any
You'll
of them
sign the
mean.
Okay, I
itinerary.
won't. I'll just
I
hold
didn't
the
sign a
sword.
thing. You presented it
Okay,
to me, and
well,
I just kind of looked at you. But
It's just that my sword is big and I got to get used to it how it feels on the wrists.
I just
So
want to know,
I'll just
what
hold
did
it.
you all expect from an entire society of magical nerd humans?
pretty much
Well,
this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, did you think you were going to be able to stand there and swing a sword with the
No.
magical nerd humans? No,
Well,
no.
yeah,
Okay then.
actually, kinda.
Inks actually has the right idea. Writing shit down. Good job, Inks. You get a
I
gold star.
understand
What if your
none of
sword is
it.
magical? Because then it would. I'm gonna sit down. Ulvius, you start.
Maybe we aren't going to get
Oh.
out of class early on Friday.
It might be the whole day on Friday too.
Amazing.
Can have class outside sometimes.
An hour and you're like, no, this is not working. Everyone back in.
Inks is climbing a tree.
I
I
am
am just
taking
walking up and down a
furious
tree.
notes. I
Inks
am
is
taking
Inks is
serious
actually
notes.
busting
Inks is
ass.
dialed
I'm
in.
literally the only one who has like no connection to magic whatsoever, and I am asking people to check my flashcards, but they are written in Goblin, and that is not how my ability works. But I am still convinced you all learned Goblin from me, so you're just being dicks.
Olvius, who has comprehend languages cast upon his brain 24/7 for the last,
Oh, that's it.
little bit, probably could help, but I'm sure his throat is exhausted.
That and I don't want to
Like
bother
going up to the
him.
professor like mid lecture and being like, "Hey, are these notes?"
No, I mean, look, I'll tell you, like anybody that comes to Ulvius in earnest and wants to talk about magic shit, like Ulvius will talk until he would be hoarse, except he doesn't get hoarse because he's always got tea handy.
Yeah, honey tea.
Yeah. Honestly, I had the thought earlier about saying Ulvius might have to lose his voice, and I was like, no, this is the fucking tea guy. He's
Right.
pacing himself. All right. Well, a cool, grueling 16 days.
God.
Yeah.
And you are all fortified for it and gain a level of arcane magic. And I think that makes now a good time to take a 15-minute break so that can be done. Is that okay? Or would we prefer to
Yeah.
wait till after session for that?
I vote break.
Okay, let's do break. Let's do break. I assume you all have been thinking about what you're doing with the level up, so
I'm a warlock. It's easy.
yeah.
I'm given what I get.
All right, I'll be back briefly, but if there is questions, I'll be back before break ends. some of you of which have never ever done formal education before either, so that's a whole
Mhm.
other experience as well. Um, after your couple of weeks of classes, you guys are once again sort of turned loose to Astrazalian, so you can finalize how you would like to leave. What other things must be done before you leave this plane?
So,
I
when are you sending Mel back to the Axiom Tower? I figured we should get going at some point, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I can open that up and send you.
Yeah, then you can walk through, and I can
Yeah,
go get
it's
my
easy.
stuff, and then we can come back through.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
going to. Okay, this is going to be a
I mean,
trip
that's
for
going to be
stuff,
closer
though.
than where we are now, right?
Yeah. So
Was this not the plan? Were you really going to just walk from an island or something? I mean, this is an island.
She points to the harbor with the boats.
Mm,
you want to go
Yeah,
beyond
yeah,
our
but I
yeah,
mean, that's where does that hit landfall? Probably not closer than we took a boat for a couple days,
yeah,
right?
I could take you within a block of where some Jurgle people are. We met them.
Hold on. You know I have like I mean, I don't have my own quarters, but I'm going back to Waterdeep. I can teleport myself or take a ship. I haven't really thought about which one would be better. Or I suppose
You
you
don't
could use
want
the
to just do that from
staff.
your place in the not in the Baxium Tower, but like you've got the with Clem.
Yeah, they're like right there.
They're right
And
there.
also, yeah, you'd get to talk to
They
Clem.
can help you.
I wouldn't mind talking to Clem.
I don't give a crap about Clem. Well, that's not
mean,
true. Clem was very nice.
He's well, I
That's
mean, yeah, but we got
no,
to get
Clem
your
was nice.
stuff.
I mean that genuinely.
Wait, so are you getting your stuff and then coming with us, or
Why do you sound so surprised?
no? It's that is I don't know for sure, and you hadn't stated your position, so that's a question.
Yes, I am planning to come back.
Okay, I want you to know that I almost hopped up and down with happiness there for a second, but I didn't. I controlled
That's
that
so cute.
response.
That sounds like
Mhm.
you are almost a functional adult.
Yeah, I'm
You
not going
shouldn't
to
be proud of
smile.
that.
Tell you what, watch this. I like run my hand across my face and make it like a frowny face. See? No smile.
I hand Inks a gold piece and say, "Well, I guess you were right. I could have sworn he was going to musket."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, on second thought, I'm leaving this group. Fuck all of
Okay,
you.
well, yeah, that's
Oh, come on. She
we
gets
might
the
have
gold back.
blown it. Okay, so here's what I'll have for you, Mel. We're gonna go to the Baxian Tower because we left just so much of Torque's shit there. Well, technically we left
I
it
mean,
with
you probably
Pakreva.
want me to come get it.
Yeah, there's just a whole room. Maybe not a room.
No,
No, I mean, it's enough to fit on one weasel.
Yeah, a weasel's worth.
I should probably also at least make the pit stop back to report to Clem, since their chapter was in charge of, well, protecting the
Oh, yeah, they
portal.
probably might want to know they don't really need to guard that
Yeah.
anymore.
Exactly. And I mean, who knows how it's doing down there? Those automatons were storming the Underdark last we checked.
Okay, this is awkward, but I'm gonna need to go to the store to get some chalk and some like gems.
Hey, aren't you like a general here? Can't you just requisition that stuff? What the fuck kind of army you idiots got?
Hey, Nettle.
Yeah?
It's chalk.
I
mean,
need
you
some
can pull it out of the
specifically
ground.
chalk that's rare.
Okay,
and
you
Right.
need rare chalk. That's fair.
and
Right.
some inks that have
Okay.
gems in it.
Open
Yeah.
up, inks. Time
If
to
I
feast
get
it.
if I give is that something you can give me, or do I need to give you
Uh-huh.
money and then you give it to me?
Given that it is material components for
Yeah.
commuting,
Yeah.
yeah, we can get that for you.
Okay, I might need uh 4.
Ooh, greedy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's hold on. It's there and back,
You know what we've been
and then
dealing with.
but what? It's 2 in the pocket so that if we need to, we can, get to safety ish.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check to see if you can get all that you asked for.
Can Mel count out like 50 gold and like offer it to 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 Nettle and be like,
Jesus.
this is my never mind. This is my fare.
Hey,
I put on
alright.
it's because I have the frowny face on and not the smiley face. Nettle's like, oh shit,
She's
boss is
pouty about
serious.
this.
All right. Yeah, she'll go and get that for you.
Cool.
The 30 on a nat 20 persuasion is so nuts.
Not even a bard. Relax.
All right. Yeah, you can get the 4 uses that you've requested because you rolled a nat goddamn 20. That's fine. It's funny. It's funny.
The stakes are I could have just
Requisitions.
bought it myself.
Yeah, exactly. That's like
It wouldn't have been
why
that
it's
hard.
funny is it's not a big deal, really.
It's because I did what Torch
Especially
said
2 of
and
them are going to be
decided
used
not
up
to
like
smile.
soon.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna be used up literally. Well, not now. So yeah, after getting them, then I will look to the room and say, "So you let me know when to start, and also who's coming, because it's gonna take me 10 minutes, and then we're going."
I
All
mean,
right.
you go whenever you're ready. I'm just
Okay, I'll cut straight to the chase.
Pacareva will come running right like in the blink of an eye.
I already said my goodbyes
But goodbyes,
about.
we're gonna come back.
Well,
Well,
not
I'm
you.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah, those
Mel.
goodbyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody not coming should do that.
I even got a hug out of her. If anybody
You
else wants
sound
to get a hug,
proud.
I am, and it was a great hug. You're good at hugging. If anybody wants a hug,
I mean,
Well,
absolutely, yeah,
this is
well,
your moment.
yeah.
I
Aw.
guess
Okay, fine.
Aw.
Just
think-
because you said I was good.
I don't know. I think Hayes is full of shit. We're gonna have to try. We're gonna have to test this
we're gonna
out.
have to test it out.
All right, okay, fine. This is purely for research purposes.
Well, now that we've got at least 2 of you hugged out, I assume you don't want to go with us to the vacuum tower because that's sort of that you say goodbye and then you both walk the same direction problem. You can.
I just heard hug, but yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
definitely coming to the Vaxium Tower
Okay.
with you.
Oh, hey, didn't we leave Owl with the Baxium Tower? Did they just go away
Sure, they just kind of.
someplace else?
I'm sure
Split.
that's a problem for us now and later.
No problem for you later. Or you now, I guess.
Rub it in.
I still have more studying to do, so this will be it for me.
Okay, so plan is we go through, we come back. I take just a small breather, and then we head out. Shoot for like evening time.
All right, let's make it happen.
Okay, I will
Uh,
do teleportation circle.
All right. Nettle says she's gonna go get your guide.
I will take us. I will do what I meant to do the first time I used the spell and do the sigils for the Baxium Tower.
All right. All right. When the portal opens, um, uh, you have the sigil and the half orc or the orcish guardian over it, sort of standing there. There's a bit of an aback when obviously the circles activate, but you are recognized personages, so you are allowed within. Um, there's a little bit of a gruff like, "Don't do that," but they can't stop you.
Yeah, I wink and say, "Never again."
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to clarify one thing real quick. We spent how many days doing the reading?
16,
16. Okay. So we
right?
go for
Right, Maggie?
7 Myrtle.
It took 16 and a third if we did
Oh,
12 hours exactly every day.
okay. So
Okay.
this will be the
17th day, assumedly.
17th day. It will be. This will be the 18th day after your arrival. The 18th day after the 6th. So
Oh, the
24th.
24th. Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right. Upon your arrival, Mel, very shortly after your arrival, Clem, with with the other attendant carrying the leftover gear, does come to the circle to greet you, and is relieved beyond measure that you are alive and well, which they were aware of, I think, because I think you sent sending, but like
Yeah.
that you're back and definitely okay.
Yeah, I'll thank them for like you know, looking after Torek stuff and doing all of it in a very short notice.
I'm assuming you explain that Ulrith is
Yes.
destroyed.
Yeah.
There is more shock and awe than I think you were maybe a little prepared for, and a kind of complete the same thoughts that you had only a couple of days ago of like, well, what, I guess we have to move now. New job to have to figure out. But they'll
Oh,
happily take you
goodness.
home or take you in.
Yeah, I was gonna say is like, wait, so this chapter was just kind of here for those purposes? That's like
We
why this chapter exists?
Yes, we could stay to help continue the work of cataloging the travelers through the Baxium Tower, but it would maybe perhaps need less vigorous employee. Uh, Someone of your talents and now position probably does not need to stay here.
What do you mean now position?
There's sort of a look exchange between the two of them, and you're recalling that, like, your name has changed and it has changed in eternity as well, which means that these people now know that you have endured a change. And as dramatic of one as you had is spiritually palpable to them.
Oh, oh yeah. Suppose that makes sense.
Hey, a promotion. Congratulations.
Yeah, next time you see me, Torek, I'll just be M.
I have no idea
Goodness.
what you just said. But High Priest, that's got to be something, right? Priestess. Head
Yeah,
honcho. head living dead guy, dead person. I don't know what your order calls each other.
Scrivener.
On Scriveners. No, I got Scrivener, but like, are you just
It
all
is.
Scrivener? How do you get a promotion if you're all Scriveners?
They kind of smile to each other and to you, Mel, and say, "We will forever be Scriveners."
That's just not your. That's not just your word for devotee. That like everybody has the same rank, man.
Yeah,
They kind of all nod.
the work of
right.
one of us, no matter the rank or experience, is just as important as the other.
But I mean, they just said you got a promotion.
uh,
Whatever.
There's sort of a chuckle as someone accounts that the promotion is Mel's name is now easier to sign. And that's literally all it is.
That's literally all it is.
You know, you can change your signature at any time, right? Like, there's no law about signatures. As long as you put something on the line with intention, that's
No,
that didn't
I'm.
occur. Oh,
We mean name like uppercase name, like. You know how demons have like true names? Everything has a. It's a whole. Are you going back with Haza?
yeah, I am.
wait, Torek, hold on. And
Don't worry,
she's
I'll go
going to.
outside and let you have a moment.
Are
Hug it
we
She's
out.
gonna.
underground? Where are you gonna go?
Well, there's a
There's
courtyard,
more underground.
and also I need to go prank my pseudo dad, so I'll go do that real quick, and I'll meet you back here.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot that guy exists.
Yeah,
No,
it's been a while.
I haven't, but that's really funny. I'm actually going to give Torek the stubborn compass.
Wait, isn't this the thing that
Points to this thing, and she holds up the pearl.
Oh, I thought God, I can't remember the character's name.
Mhm.
Adam, what was your old character's name?
Oz.
Oz.
Oz. I thought Oz got this. I thought he gave the pearl to his family or something.
Did he?
I gave it to my sister so that I could communicate with her.
Oh God! See, I guess
And-
it's
and-
just been
and-
sitting in
and
my
then promptly
inventory
left.
for group loot. Damn it!
I think
See, 'cause-
I think in this moment it's okay for him to have given it.
Yeah,
to you,
absolutely.
Since
Oh, yeah,
he's no
I
longer
thought-
going to be using it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that had happened, but Torek was the one that just did not remember that.
Mm.
No, I gave it back when left. Didn't need it, I guess.
Thank you.
If you ever need anything, you'll know where to find me.
Somewhere in the world, this direction.
Hey,
There's it down nice and easy. I really do sound sarcastic all the time, don't I? Damn.
you're right to be sarcastic. It's entertaining. Don't worry. I don't take it personally.
I don't even mean to be like it doesn't air. Okay, anyway.
You take care of yourself, okay?
I don't. Well, hold on. And I can finally rummage through my stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Here, these things. I got this for you. I mean, well, there's this. We got this in Ulrith. That weird that weird cult. This was one of their tokens. So you beat them, but you can also have this. If you ever, it can find me, I'm sure. I mean, it's only awake for a certain amount of time, but and I will present the little stone pseudo dragon.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I think Mel will be the most excited she's been about that.
Yeah, just don't forget the Dragon God created a whole world of beauty out there. There's a lot of it to see. You should do that. The world Asgaroth created is bountiful and beautiful and widespread and full of all sorts of awesome things. You don't have to constantly see archliches and crypt cities and sort of looks around. Crypt. I mean, I
At
love
least
the
I'll be
underground, but like, touch some grass every now and then, you nerd.
I'll have plenty of time. I will. Hey, maybe the next time an archlich springs up, they'll send me to take care of it.
They'd be idiots if they sent anybody else.
I mean, I could think of a couple people just as qualified.
Really? Really? You can think of somebody else who took down a lich with a phylactery the size of a city? Hmm? A magical city that was thousands of years old, built by the most powerful magical empire to ever exist? Hmm?
I think she was talking about us.
Mel nods. And also, like, as you're explaining, sort of like side eyes Clem because she definitely like sort of underplayed us.
You
And
said that the
mostly,
lich is dead. You didn't explain all of the things that caused it to become
yeah,
dead.
she said that the lich was dead and that the city like was destroyed, so the portal doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I
That's
know
all
you
she
were.
said. And you know what? That's all they needed to hear, so it's fine.
I, I know you were talking about us. I stand by my statement, though. Why would you send these idiots? They got you. No offense, but we're all kind of idiots.
Oh hush, you're selling yourselves short.
Mostly them.
Torek.
I gotta take like 10, 15 minutes to put this on Pacareva, and then I'm not gonna say goodbye until we're. I'm not saying goodbye till Hayes is doing that thing.
Oh yeah, she said she was running off to prank her pseudo death.
Yeah, he's got a store here. I don't remember where. It's you still got time, you know, if you want to. I don't know. Go see the Feywild. Yeah, I can't really sell that one either. Can't really sell that one.
No, I mean, she'll look nervously back to Clem. I have a kind of a lot of work that I want to do, and maybe this one isn't it. And I should probably do it at home. I
Yeah. I'm not trying to talk you out of it anymore.
I know. Just gonna have a hard time knowing where you're going without me to follow around.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how much more sleep I am gonna get? I don't have to worry about you running head first into the biggest motherfucker we find. I don't have. We can fight another Archlich, and I can do it from 60 feet away instead of 10. Maybe I won't get my heart ripped out of my chest again. You're welcome for that, by the way. Well, I guess thank you also for bringing me back again. So we're even.
That makes twice. But yeah, no, Mel will keep Torque company while he packs his stuff up on Pacareva,
All
and
right.
he's a prankster chat.
Yeah. What is happening?
Yeah, I basically this is one of the few times where I put on a completely different face. Uh I, I like take my armor off, like leave it with like I leave, I come back after a second, take my armor off, leave it there. I will walk into their shop
Uh-huh.
as I just look like, like a young girl, and just scream fire and then run out. I'll leave a note that's like outside the front door that just says, haha, it was me. Look,
The
That
I
is psychotic.
the black dragonborn gentleman watches that happen with like jaw just barely slack in like just bewilderment the
uh-huh.
entire time.
Yeah, this is mostly a really ineffectual attempt at a prank.
Yeah,
It's like a
But
shit, I
what
just
just
thought I needed to
happened?
go do something.
yeah.
Show back up and put my
Yeah,
armor
I
back
don't
on.
follow you.
Okay, that's done.
Do you come back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, you show back up a little bit, like probably sweaty.
Yeah, we're good. You ready?
Yep, start doing your thing.
Right here? Need to. Okay, everybody gather around and wait.
This is where we're leaving Mel, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. I just want to say goodbye real quick.
You know,
Hey.
you probably could have found your sister while you were waiting.
Oh, she's fine, I'm sure. Thanks for the suggestion though. Anyways, Mel, so real quick, and she'll like kind of try to pull her over to the side.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that deal that we had where like you were gonna ask somebody something for a thing. I don't think that's necessary anymore. I got a really good feeling about this Goblin Queen, and I don't want you to like get in the way of like the goblins and all their powers and stuff like that. So like I appreciate it. You did great, kid. But I think I got it from here.
Mel nods and says, "Yeah, unfortunately, I think I didn't really have anything to do with the couldn't really pull from my resources as it turns out, but I'm glad that you found a way forward.
Yeah, real excited
Good,
about it. I'll keep you updated. See you around.
good luck with the Goblin Queen." She gives a little salute.
Goblin Queen, wherever you may be.
Thank you, Dad.
Someone had to say it eventually.
And teleport us back.
All right.
Oh.
Torek, as that circle's being drawn, anything else?
Doric waits basically until the last minute before he just. All right, come down here.
Yeah.
I can't. No, hold
Mel-
on. He will stand on Pekareva's back so that he can give Mel a hug.
All right. Yep.
See you around, kid.
See you around. Look after them.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Oh,
Mhm.
and if anybody, bites it and you have to just tell me and I'll get the paperwork all filed.
Oh shit! You know what I should have had you done? I should have had you fill the sword. Fuck!
10 seconds.
Fill the sword real quick.
Wait, what?
9,
You can cast
8,
Revivify into the sword
7,
if you use an action.
Oh yeah, it's
6.
I don't have without the material components. Yeah, I'll cast Revivify. I'll
Oh
attempt
no,
to.
I think we need the components for that.
Well,
Yeah, see.
you own a set. We can
Clem,
detract.
hurry!
You've had days. You've had days for
4,
this. You
3.
had-
Yeah, it's funnier if Torek realizes it last second.
It sure is.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All those days passed. That means Spellfall is charged back up.
yeah.
Oh, and I get my my
Oh,
spell
and the
slot
staff is
back.
charged back up. Don't forget about the staff.
Oh, my staff!
You stick your hand back to the portal and snag it.
Yoink!
Yeah.
I do have one bit of business I would have done while everybody was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, while it's nice and quiet, Ulvius will sit down and I'm going to cast Sending.
Mhm.
And what that looks like when Ulvius casts it, he sits down to embroider into a handkerchief, but it's a thread that only he can see. And he embroiders, in this case, the words he's casting Sending to Loxy. Words read, sorry, boss. Ulrith bust, completely destroyed. We're all out safe. Nothing of value salvaged. Our return will be delayed. And I will wait for those embroidered words to change shape so I can read his response.
Yeah. You get a message back that says, well, that's incredibly disappointing. Hopefully we will be seeing you soon. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Mhm. All right.
Oh God!
Any-
Oh wow! Hey, look, you're all back. Hey, oh my God! Yeah, it's
There you
great
go.
to see you. It's great to see you, Pekareva.
Got her chainmail back on.
Sick.
Ulvius is the friend that goes to your house, but immediately goes to say hi to the pet before coming to talk to you.
Oh, look, all of our characters have a little bit of us in.
Okay. All right. What's next, gang? What time do you want to head out? Or what other resting do you need? All right. Oh, and just to be clear, Doug, you're getting your poisoners
I
proficiency.
need a short rest. I'm gonna take a little
s-
nap.
So then I should definitely get rid of this hands job. I'm sure I had to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Forgot that's what I called it.
I looked at it today. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah."
So for Ulvius's accounting on spellbook things, the plan is to leave at like 4 or 5. So between how long we were gone, then I'm gonna nap. Then yeah, I know you're like in our format currently, right?
Mm-hmm. I am.
So yeah, 4 or 5 is what I was thinking for heading out. Just because
Okay.
that gives us enough time to find where we're going.
Oh, don't worry, boss. I have someone who knows the region pretty well. I'm gonna go get her for you.
Oh, you're gonna. Are we getting a guide?
Mm-hmm. She'll be able to take you to she'll be able to take you to Ilian Bruin. From
Uh-huh.
there she's not gonna be as helpful, but she'll be able to help you. She will be able to get you there.
Okay, so getting to Sleet Wallow is we're on our own there.
She'll be able to take you to the outpost.
Okay, that's a start.
She grins, flutters her wings, and she darts out the door. And by the end of your rest, she returns and presents. Violet, would you mind describing the appearance of your new character?
Uh, uh, she is a large, like like almost 8 foot, firbolg, very fuzzy, um, wears dark green like robes and stuff that's like patched and stitched together. Big hat and an eye patch over one of her eyes. She has like dark hair that's sort of just flowing down. And she sort of shyly like tries to make herself look a bit smaller, not magically or anything, but just like stands in the doorway and waves to you all. Hello. I
Hi.
Hello, it's fantastic to meet you. Welcome to the group. My name's Godric. This is, well, you know, Haza.
I mean,
And
do you know me?
I guess maybe, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, we haven't met. No. It is
Okay,
good to
hi.
meet you though. Hello.
Haza.
I'm my name is Finn or Finny, whichever one
Minnie is
you
nice.
prefer.
So you're gonna be our guide through the Fey Wild?
Hmm. Spent the last long time in there and actually was at the outpost not too long ago. So should be an easy time bringing you back. Uh, you kind of look like you're one of the important ones. Uh, she points to Haza.
Uh,
Yeah, I get
what?
that a lot.
How
You
so?
look pretty distinguished yourself, friend. You are. She'll look down to Olvius.
Yeah, Elvius is just grinning back at you.
Oh no.
My name's Elvius. You said Finn or Finny? Which one do you prefer?
That is a complicated question. Whichever one. It's like asking which way the wind prefers to blow. You know?
Interesting. Well,
On
which
one
way's the
day,
wind blowing
one way.
today?
Finny's fine.
Finny it.
Hi, Finny.
Aye.
Okay, so what do you it because we're gonna be getting in a fight or two or 3 or 10. What do you do?
Oh,
What's your thing?
Haza, don't spoil the surprise.
But it's not it's tactics to know what a person does. Like if you're an Olvius type or you're a Toric type or you're an Inks type. I guess me and you are kind of the same type, Godric
Hey.
ish.
Finny will like lean over a little bit to to Thistle and go. So she's the lieutenant then.
Uh, oh,
The way you said that, I'm new to the office. Well, technically, I'm not. It's complicated.
Uh,
I'm sure
but
we'll have a lot of time to go over the story.
Yes, I am pretty studied in druidic magics. Uh,
So can you like turn into stuff and summon nature spirits and things?
her eyes kind of light up and or her eye lights up and and she says, "Yes, kind of precisely. I Oh,
Is
yes.
it kind of, or is it precisely? Those things are kind of opposites.
Yes, it is the general gist. It'd be complicated and take so long to explain it all. I'm sure, like your friend said, we'll have plenty of time. Also, anybody who like steps sort of close to her, there is like the air around her almost like glitters a little bit, almost imperceptibly, and when you're close to her, the air feels a little heavy.
Yeah, like reach forward to shake your hand. Immediately, like nose starts doing the like.
Got that
You
big pen, Cloud.
hear you hear her voice in your head, Haza. Oh, sorry. I, you know, this happens a lot. It's harmless. Don't worry.
Yeah, like. So you said your right eye is wonky, right? Or is it your left?
It, her right eye has like an eye patch over it, and she's wearing a big hat.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna. I guess. Yeah. We'll get to know each other on the road. Uh. Oh, that over there is Inks.
That?
So yeah, Inks will grow on you.
Ah, I get it because she's a fungus. That's
Wow,
good.
this is our leader, y'all.
I'm not the lead. You're the leader. Fuck off. I'm a leader here. The second we're out in the field, you think I'm the leader?
I
You're
can
the
be the leader.
general.
Fuck off. You're the only one who's actually led people in soldiering.
How did you get to be a general then?
You
What?
see
Because
what I have?
I have the sword, okay? It's I'm not saying I deserve it, but I'm the one. So
You see what I have to work with, Finney?
Hey, can you do me a favor and just open that portal back up?
no, you're trapped here now.
Fuck.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you don't I can, but you don't but now you're here. Okay,
I
Finny,
think
are
what
you
they're trying
gonna
to say, Finney, is there's a leadership position open.
Yeah, you want to be the leader?
Oh,
He's gonna take you. She's gonna.
no.
She will
I
be your
can lead.
guide, at least.
I will be a guide at least.
She will be de facto leading the path, I suppose.
Yes, you will be
Yeah, so
following me, but more in the trail sense.
so you're just gonna be you know what? Okay, are you also taking us like teleporting us or
Uh,
We'll go down to the teleportation chambers. It will. We have a coordinate space where you should end up, uh, in the territory, and then from there, Finny can help you get to Sleep Swallow. Sleep Wallow. Jeez, I thought that name was going to be easier to say.
Sounds good to me. Everyone ready?
Mm.
Shit, I got like 4 days of rations.
Oh no, if only we were in a bustling trade city with all the
I
time
know,
in the
just
world.
do it on the way. We don't have all the time in the world.
Oh no, if only we were in a bustling trade city with at least enough time to go buy some rations before we go. What, save your fucking plane? What do we do? Like, why are we doing this? We're saving a
Save
ritual.
the world, maybe.
Let's not get dramatic here.
Okay.
No, let's. We've already saved the world once.
Okay, but
Yeah.
then it's just passe. Like, we've done that. That's not exciting.
Okay, we're saving a different plane of existence. We're gonna, let's set on
Why
our
don't we just go buy you damn
sights.
food?
If you ever do run out, I can provide sustenance for, I suppose, all of you.
Oh, wait, can you also feed a giant weasel?
Uh, I'm not sure if it works on. I don't know. Is it like a regular giant weasel?
I mean,
She is right here.
yeah, she's like really smart and
But yeah, she is not a regular weasel. She doesn't actually need to eat. She's a spirit in a corporeal
Oh,
body.
that makes sense. Yes, I
She
suppose
likes to
it
eat though.
wouldn't hurt. They're just mushrooms. Magical, of course. But if you prefer more hearty rations, I understand.
Yeah, you guys can pick up rations or make use of Goodberry.
Good
start with getting
berry.
rations. I don't know if I trust this
Yeah,
person's mushrooms.
Yeah, what do the mushrooms look like?
Yeah.
These the good berry mushrooms look
Yeah.
like they're just like little baby bellas
Yeah.
type of
Aw.
thing, like
That
little button mushrooms.
that sounds lovely. I think a more important question: where are the good berry mushrooms growing?
Uh,
Yeah, where are they produced from when you
Right. Said the dude who
the
loves to use Goodberry and have the shit come from the sickest places possible.
that it this time it came from a handful in a pouch of hers.
Okay, excellent.
This time.
This time, yep.
They look a little dried and preserved like they're supposed to.
No, they're like fresh.
They're like growing currently.
Not necessarily, but like they were just picked today.
All right. Okay. Cute. All right.
Inks popped one right in her mouth.
Yep, tastes like a mushroom.
Toit. She doesn't care because she's immune to poison. So.
Ah.
Also isn't poison.
No, sorry, because Hazel was like, I don't trust this person's things yet, and it's like it can't hurt me anyways.
Just pointing
Okay.
out, psychedelics not necessarily poison.
Oh, if only. She like steals the rest of them from you, just fights you for them.
All right. Anything left in the material plane?
Nope.
Okay. So, if you are all prepared, Nettle takes you back down the path that led you into the guest wings of this castle, exactly down the exact route that you were led through when you first arrived, passing tapestries and courtiers and the occasional uh, Ulvius, you catch eyes again with the uh, Twilight Council member that you made good small talk with,
Mhm.
who definitely clocks you again and sees you with Hazel, and has an inscrutable look of yeah, he's got a thought of some kind, but it's hard to tell. Um, and back into the chambers, there are blade singers who are prepared to operate the teleportation circle for you, and you may each drop yourselves through the pond water into the teleportation circle to travel into the Fae. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Doo-doo-doo.
Oh,
Okay.
going back so soon.
Valor. Um, in a period of time that is not the present to Haza, a period of time bridging on about 200 years ago, um, you are in service in many fashions as a caretaker to a household and are currently in an operative tutelage of young gnomish children. Um, and in this tutelage, you still remain an odd vagrant and wanderer while also a unit to the traveling city Taymorden, which at this time has shrunk in size significantly, as many people at one time enchanted by uh, the lifestyle have had opportunities elsewhere that have led them away. And in the 50 or so years at this time that you have been with these people, you have seen the numbers grow and swell. It is ordinary to feel as vulnerable as it does out in the open with so few people and so few people with defensive skills. But it is such that you, in like skill to the arcane masters who have organized this small city, you have a functioning purpose and a role within this community. Um, and this takes two or one form, do you think, Valor? Is this
Uh,
oneness in 50 years, or is this division still?
if it's 50, it's probably still division.
hmm Where is when it comes time to be an educator, which half of this creature takes more common form?
I think it's very much like 4 days of the week it is Query, and
hmm
2 of the days it is Valor giving stories.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's you don't like Query has a vast amount of just information about things. Valor is the one who, will actually make it not feel like learning.
As you are communicating simple principles of arithmetic and their place in this fantastical world, in both money counting and also in the arcane, like the principles of math have value, and uh, there's the twinkle in the eye of one of your students who is someone who is highly attentive and puts in a lot of work to make sure that she's taking in every lesson to its fullest. You've been with her to training a little bit with Agnes on occasions to learn more of the finer arts of ranger work and druidic tracking and such. And it is during one of those lessons as you're catching the utter look of brilliance in this child's eye that there is also within your perception the sound of running feet coming closer. And almost quickly the processes kind of take in a creature with clawed feet running, paced with a tail, wearing armor, and you can hear all of those thoughts puzzling through as Query has such a high perception and mathematical like formulaic understanding of incoming threat. All of this is processed to create before sight a visual of a small reptilian armored creature running in not anger, in another kind of energy. And as Query and Valor's attention finds this creature in the physical space, a green kobold in or a bronze colored armor is sprinting with a missive to you.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
told to find the strangest looking thing here.
I think the way the like bifurcation works currently is that there is lots of like flickering back and forth between them. At this point, the like query model is like is the one who ranged out to actually meet them. Meanwhile, the valor model is just, or rather, the violence model is like standing in front of the children and has just been like told, "Yeah, go move over there." As and yeah, I think Query looking down at this uh thing says, "First, state your business."
Its ankle this little fellow's ankles click together and back rightens, and a salute over the chest shouts, sent by Commander Misa to deliver a message from the saint, and extends a letter on gray paper to you.
Ah, you work on behalf of a friend.
It's a sharp nod.
Yeah, I kneel down at kind of an unnatural angle to take the scroll from, their like chest level.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be requiring a response?
He says none is needed. Your presence will be answer.
Ah, I am being summoned.
She says it's very, very important, but that she doesn't have all of the answers yet. There's a date in there. It will tell you where to beware.
Does this come from Misa, or you referred to her as the saint?
His gaze gets a little sheepish as he says, given by the commander, but I swear, by the saint.
Hmm. Very well. Do you require lodgings for the evening?
As this kobold sort of falls a little bit out of the rigidity and look around, you can see once again that like the high insight level also realizing this creature is incredibly vulnerable in this place, and that is occurring to them in a very dramatic way. Um, and says, if you have been receiving missives, may I trust you to lodge here?
Certainly. Proceed to the large and colorful tent. Present yourself as friend of Oryx.
There's a very visible nervousness, but this kobold creeps away towards the brightest colored tent,
Hmm.
the red tent.
Yeah, at this point, I take missive out, it's probably read like in a fraction of a second, if since
Mhm.
Query's the one holding it.
Yeah. You have a letter that tells you that there has been some tidbits of information being leaked. All things that in the letter Misa says almost feel like visions, that Oryx is seeing or hearing something, and it's not really clear what it is or why, but that it has been asked that those in the closest confidence in 25 years please meet me in Waterdeep. And there is like a designate location that is that to you feels pretty scrupulous. It's the yawning portal. Um, uh, but that's the information you are
Mhm.
given.
Hell
Yeah, I fold it up very carefully. Like, I actually probably don't fold it up. I roll it up into a very precise little, like, kind of scroll, uh, like squirreled away behind like one of my fingers. As I go walking back to the children, who I presume are all like gawking from behind the violence
Yes.
model.
Yes.
Yeah, I will walk up and say, "Well, children, does anybody have any questions?"
What the hell was that?
Ah, that was a messenger from an old friend.
Whoa.
Yes, they're calling me to an appointment.
Are you going?
Indeed.
Are we gonna miss you?
For a brief time, but it will not be for many years hence.
And why'd they come now?
That is a very good question. I do not know. However, I will have to modify our weekly schedule.
What does that mean?
I will need 3 days a week for 5 years.
I mean, can we say yes without mom and dad saying no?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
During that time, I will be becoming we.
The gnomish children all look up at uh the behemoth above
Mhm,
them, and you can see they have that. They're not stupid even as children. They have
mhm.
this comprehension.
Mhm.
Um, uh, and your favorite Pips says, "Can I help?"
Yes, you may. The greatest help would be to relate to us stories while we consider.
He nods, and you can see herself kind of like steal a little bit.
Hmm.
As the rest of you are being flung not through time, but simply through space and the planes, um, landing cold and damp in a frozen, what you admittedly want to call a wasteland, but very quickly fills your vision with just air, which seems strange to describe in that manner, but there is just so much in the air here. It almost reminds you of Ulrith in the odd atmosphere that now surrounds you. In the coldness, in the snow, and in the ice that you find your feet stomping through as you find yourself situated in the wild, you can hear and see the blinking of eyes through shadows out of the corners of your vision. You can see twisting paths of animal tracks that seem to wind over one another and then loop back together to form possibly the markings of a skirmish, or else perhaps, and then the tracks vanish as you stare upon them. And you find yourself within a realm that is designed to cause you loss and to pull you away from every path and road that you could ever find. Lucky for you, you have a guide. Inks, your
Mm.
allergies are way worse here.
Oh, fuck this place.
And you soon
Max trying
find
to
a
get
little
Doug to hate the
not
Feywild,
icicle.
but it's not gonna happen.
um, let's see. As soon as you hit the ground, Finny, you are definitely feeling that the familiar cling of the air to your fur and within your body as well. Like this feels like connecting back into the home, and you have a sense of direction for the path you need to forge in order to take your allies where you must go. Would you mind rolling me a survival check?
Yes. Big money, no whammies.
Woo!
26.
Okay. Before I proceed, is there anything anyone would like to state upon your arrival here?
Achoo.
So happy for my winter boots.
Uh, you hear Finny's voice in everybody hears Finny's voice in their head, and she'll just say, if you see bright lights flitting about, do not follow them, just follow me. Uh, this place will lead you astray. I don't think those are animal tracks, but I don't think you have to fret anyway.
Oh, well, thanks. That's great advice. Ulvius says
Yeah.
as he wanders back from following some flittering lights.
Okay, any other basic rules we should know about anything?
Well, things aren't what they seem for the most part, but are incredibly obvious in that way. Uh, and try not to look or seem scared. The air, the plants, they can feel you. And that means you're easy. So, it's a nice day to wander around in the woods. And look, your friend brought tea. So, this way, and stay close. And
I
she'll
heard that giggle, Doug.
lead
I
on.
heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, let me tell you, it was super subtle.
And Vi, take a point of inspiration for catching that vibe. You nailed it.
I was muted, Doug. That's why you didn't hear me bust out laughing.
Yes.
Oh,
Yay.
okay.
Oh, I love this character already.
Yay.
Inspo. I need to make a tracker. Alrighty.
All right. If Finny starts leading the way and you all presumably follow,
Absolutely.
thank God.
I was gonna say, I hope you do.
Yeah. Um, let me pull up my encounters list. There we go. Okay.
Godric is walking around getting used to like how stuffy this full armor feels.
Yeah, I got the bare chest anymore.
Also, I believe I get to. Do I have? Oh no, right. Hidden step is the different thing. I could cast Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh.
If you want if you want to make this sorry, I did not mean to ping Goodberry again. If where the fuck is Pass Without a Trace? What level is that? Third?
Second.
Second. Oh damn. Should have had it prepared.
You might actually have an item that lets you just cast that bitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't
Yeah.
add the staff, correct?
Yeah, you can have that. Yeah.
Any whomst. I'll look at the charges cost on that.
Oh, this one comes with it free, baby.
Oh shit.
Yeah. What does it feel like when Finny I get probably fills the space with spores, maybe? Or what is that? What is that? What is that?
Yeah, that's sort of like the air around everybody sort of shimmers a little bit, and if any of us get like too close to like branches and things, they'll like sort of just suggest themselves out of the way a little bit so they make a lot less noise and don't like crunch or break or whatever.
Cool. All right.
And
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
feeling.
the footprints are already taken care of, so she doesn't have to do anything about that.
Some of you feel your footsteps cracking through the partially frozen surfaces of the snow, and then feel those steps getting dampened by these enchanted organisms. As you are walking through the cold, I will need everybody who does not have cold resistances or any other means of being unaffected by the environment to please make me Constitution saving throws against the cold.
Oof.
Wait, do you make this or does Godric make it for you?
Oh shit, that's right. Godric makes it for
Yeah,
me.
there's still the lover's
Yeah,
clasp, right?
the
Um,
cloak is still
am I
active.
doing all my heavy lifting by myself? What the fuck, hubby?
It's okay. I'm upping my constitution before I make the roll. Okay, first one will be for inks.
Yes.
And it's funny that you point out the use of the lover's hands because as you are all traveling together at this
No.
time, what? Are you scared?
You're gonna do something with it. No, I need it.
I am
I
going to
can't
do
make saves on
something
my
with
own.
it. I am giving it a third ability, and I'm also giving the Hemocraft Hide a third ability.
Lover's hands first.
Both of them are just the third paragraph of each one, is the new
Yeah.
thing.
My dumbass. You may cast massage.
Don't mind
You
if I
wish.
do.
Oh. I
That's where
can
my Ring
cast
of
that.
Grammarian would have been fun.
I can cast that anytime I want to.
Nice.
And Finny, though it won't become apparent yet, your
Yeah.
item will have their third feature as well.
Additionally, I probably have to make that con save, despite
Oh,
being fuzzy, correct? Because I don't have
yeah.
anything that is anti-cold. Con.
Not racially, and you don't have
Yeah.
a funky multi-class, do you?
Nope. 18.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
weird because they're giant folk.
Yeah, well, it's because they get like the hidden step and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Goliaths get the cold because the rest of their stuff isn't as good. Okay, then all of you have passed your endurance test against the cold. As you are walking, is there any particular way you would like to note your march, or anything you are doing while you are walking? Okay.
I'll hang out with the older ones.
All right. Saying anything
The
specific or just vibing?
Mostly vibing, but also like I don't know why. I just feel this weird protectiveness for him right now. Just feel like his character. I don't know. My character feels his character is like uneasy in a new place, so sticking next to him for some reason.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
awfully nice for you to be walking with me, Inks, but I'm fine.
You sound fine.
As do you. We're both great.
Yeah, I guess we should have known better coming to a place called Winter.
Yes, I spend a lot of time underground, but this is not where I like to be. Everywhere I've lived is much warmer than this, but
Oh, really? Like where?
you'll see where in like
Oh,
couple
so
of days.
you're going home right now.
No.
How the fuck did
Passing
I turn
by.
into Don Knotts, by the way? God damn.
Yeah, that was he took a he took a sharp turn there.
Yeah.
No, just passing by.
So
I'm
you're
actually. It's hate a funny story, but I am actually from the kind of by the Grey Peaks. But that was a long time ago.
you're not from here then?
No, but I lived here for many years.
Okay, we kind of had the opposite directions then.
You're from here and lived on the outside.
Yeah. I will
Sage
actually
nod.
speak Faye is Sylvan, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will speak Sylvan for the first time to you. Inks will understand because Inks just
Because
understands that
it's
I'm
coming
speaking
from a
Goblin,
goblin.
Because you're speaking
and
Goblin.
Yeah.
I'll say, "Do you speak the tongue of this place?"
Oh, yeah, yes, I do. Did not know. I guess it. I guess that makes sense. I learned it. It's actually it's been a
Yes.
long time since I've been speaking common. It's mostly been
Okay.
this.
Yeah, is my pronunciation all right? It's been the majority of my life that I forgot that I knew this one. So,
You. What? You mean you just remembered?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's some strong magic.
Switch back to common because I realized that like we're veering towards insular conversation.
Uh,
Then, no, it sounds perfect.
Yeah, good. Just it had been a while since I knew to use it, so that's a
I'm.
strange feeling.
I mean, I learned from my aunt. I don't think she was too big a fan of. She just like looks Haza up and down. You know,
Oh,
but
sorry. I also, this may be rude. To let you know what I am. I wave a hand over my face, and all of the features just shift, and then shift back.
oh, uh, Finny will like from her almost 8 foot tall stature shrink to about Haza's size. I can do that one too.
Whoa.
It's kind of tight in here though. Hate it.
I mean, next time I could probably meet you in the middle. I stretch out to like as much as my armor will allow me to.
Uh, yeah, Finny will dispel the disguise self from Pure magic. Ah, well then, a I forget the word in common. You are
Changeling.
just try to recall that one. Yes, and she looks around to the party as if she should know why that's important. The should that mean anything?
No, it's just felt, I don't know, impolite. I
Okay,
guess you could be a human from the Feywild. Maybe. Okay, just it felt polite to let you know what I am, I guess. Just so you
I
know
think
what I can do a little bit.
right. I think I understand. Okay.
Oh, also, there's no way for me to help you with this, because you're going to be startled the first time, no matter what I say, and I think warning you about it will help. Torek is one of the deadliest single individuals I've ever met, and that's not the startling part. The startling part is he's going to use one of his, well, it's the long one, and it's gonna make the most fucking noise you've ever heard a singular non, I guess, like giant monster. Louder than that though, even noise.
Uh, she'll just like squint at the musket on
Oh,
Torek's back.
it's genuinely amazing. It's just you're gonna be hearing it a lot.
Is it magic? Like a weird stuff?
It's not a staff. I think it is magic now, but that's because I think he like worked out how to do that. It's like a crossbow, but with these little like kind of iron steel. I'm not really sure pellets that
You know he's right there. You could just ask.
you could ask.
I could.
This is your
She
in. Go
just keeps
get
walking.
after it.
uh,
Hey Torek,
I'm muted. Yo, what do
can
you
you
want?
can you show Finny how your gun works?
the
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
now's the chance for me to show off. Shoot me! Shoot me!
Okay, hang on,
I
hang
am not
on.
gonna do
We're
that.
trying to be quiet, aren't we? Or aren't we not?
Yeah, I thought so. That's why I was a little confused. How about we save the demonstration for later?
Yeah, not a
Also, I'm
demonstration, just
definitely not going to shoot you, Inks.
Okay, so is this a recent change? Because as I recall, I caught one with my teeth and now you're afraid? Point blank, Toric. Point blank.
Yeah,
I
I don't
caught
think
one
I've
with
ever
my
chosen to shoot you, so
I
That
caught one
didn't
with my
stop the bullet from
back.
coming in my face.
Show off. Okay, maybe not a demonstration torque, but like Finney's never even seen a gun, I don't think.
Okay.
No,
And
I don't.
I mean, it's new and it's interesting. Assuming Finney's interested.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
not.
I forgot to ask. What year is it?
Torque knows that, but amazingly enough, I, Ted, do not have it written down in my journal.
I have it written down somewhere in my campaign notes, but it won't really matter. You can accurately give Finney the correct year.
It should be like, if it's been 300 years, it should be 1772.
It's around that ballpark. I think I pushed it up a little bit, so it's like 18 something, but it's not very far away. Yeah.
Oh. So it's been a while for me. I've been. She like gestures around to where she's walking and says, "Not much technology around these parts. Not really a need for it when everything is magic. And half of it wants to kill you."
What a glowing review of this plane.
Mhm.
Oh, it's not so bad. Beautiful though.
Yeah, can't argue there.
And the plants are better conversation anyway. And also like she'll she'll quietly be saying excuse me and pardon me to like branches and stuff as they like part out of her way. Sorry.
I love her. Like I knew I would, but oh my god. Oh, I guess I could ask. I mean, you have a little vehicle to give you a little hover if you don't
Oh
want to
yeah,
step on anything.
that's true.
Yeah, if you want
A-
to.
at some point she will like after a long while of like walking through the woods and stuff, her smoking from her pipe and stuff, she will just sort of look down annoyed that her boots are getting wet and then suddenly remember she has a little broom with a skull on top on the head that she'll just sort of like drop in the air and it stays floating and she'll just kind of like sit on it as she hovers along in front of all of you. Sorry, I forgot I had this. Boots could have stayed dry.
I'm
Say,
fucking delighted.
hey, who's that? I'm pointing to the skull.
Huh? Oh, that's Benny.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
The broom.
was the name of the broom is Benny?
Yeah, she points to the skull. I think so.
Was was that individual a friend or a foe before they became part of your broom?
She shrugs. Nah, was before my time. Auntie always talked fondly of him.
Hmm.
It's
Ah,
a
that's
family
nice.
friend. That's a
Nice to have
broom.
nice to have family heirlooms around.
Finny shrugs. Like I said, before my time.
Uh, yeah, most heirlooms are.
I mean, I
That's a good
have a
one.
couple. I have a couple of those, but, yeah, this one is the only one that has a name. She sort of like pats the skull.
Nice to have a name. If you're interested, maybe when we take a rest, we can try naming some of your other heirlooms.
Sure. I'll introduce you to all of them. You have some pretty nice effects yourself, Mr. Olvius.
Oh, nothing to write home about.
I mean, she looks to the tea thing.
Oh, would you like a cup of tea? Delicious. This is a great environment. Maybe I'll have a cup of tea. Tea, anyone? Should we take a little time for tea?
Yes, please.
Might as well.
I'll have my usual.
Yeah, I'll pull out the new
Poor
tea set.
Caps.
Yep. Pound one back, hold the cup back out.
All right, well, let me give everybody a first cup first, Haza.
Yeah, sorry. It's a reflex at this point.
I understand. What do you think of the tea, Finny?
It's delightful. What do you
It
use?
is delightful, he says proudly.
Does it just make it magically, or is it your own blend?
Well, I can do either. If I find some really special tea, I can use that. But if I don't have any, the teapot provides. Have the teapot a little.
Hmm. Well, let me know if you need any help finding ingredients. I have a
Oh,
nose for it.
I would love that. I'm always up to try some new tea.
I'm positive Ulvius.
Infected with mushrooms.
I was gonna say I'm positive Ulvius knows exactly who he's rubbing elbows with. While you are taking your little break and having some tea, Ulvius, you mentioned wanting to look at Finny's belongings, but I'll leave it up to Finny if they are being presented at this time.
I will Finny will like show off the moonsicle and her pipe and like hand Ulvius the moonsicle. This
Yeah.
one's just good. It's longer you spend down here, the more that regular steel kind of feels itchy because of the you know. But this one's really nice. Good for harvesting too. I do a little bit of gardening every now and again.
Ooh, multifunction. That is very nice. But I don't know much from the sharp, pointy thing. Pleasant hobbies to pass the time. That's more of my liking. And he's reaching out for the pipe.
Uh, yeah, she'll she'll light it and blow a big smoke like a smoke mic in it.
Oh, that's
Yep.
delightful.
Yeah,
Take a
it's
big
pretty
pull on
cool,
my tea.
right?
Hey, have you all seen this? Oh, wow, that's a real talent.
No, it's not me. Just here. And she offers it to the party, whoever takes it. Just think of something impressive, like a monster or something, and it'll make it.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
No, it goes away. It's just adds to the storytelling if you
Will it,
ever are into that.
Okay.
will it create anything that you're thinking of while you pull on the pipe, or just a creature?
No, mostly just creature.
Seen plenty of those since traveling with this crew.
Do you got a good one?
Oh,
She'll like encourage him.
oh no, they scare me every time. These guys have to bail me out all the time.
Nah. I'll try not to make anything too big or scary with it. She winks.
Yeah, at least give me a little
Uh,
warning.
And also, she will. she will present. She will kind of like sheepishly get the. Oh my. She'll
Are you
present the.
okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
She'll present the book to Ulvius, but this one she'll hold on to. It's like
Um,
an old
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
tome of some sort that's sort of oozy and rotted together.
You see the wettest, goopiest book you've ever seen in your life.
I think Ulvius's hands snap out to grab the book, initially as if it was being offered to him. So there's that brief moment where he's trying to sort of pull it back to him. But when he recognizes that Vinny's not letting go of the book and she's just sort of showing it to him, he doesn't let go of the book either, right? But he's not pulling at it, right? He's just oohing and eyeing and flipping pages. And do I have any idea what I'm looking at?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh yeah. When you flip through this book, the front cover is a fabric like cover like you're used to seeing, but it is worn where like hands and oils have destroyed it. And each page is sort of gummier than it should be as you turn each page. And they're kind of all grayish green. There's tea and potion and oil spills across many pages. You see perhaps 100 different handwritings in this book, with inserts, diagrams. This is a literal book of shadows, like a spell book, and for specifically like occult folk, creepy magic. You
Gotcha.
see a lot of diagrams of corpses.
As soon as I recognize what it is, I will gently put one hand on the outside of each cover and close the book and gently push it back towards Finney and earnestly, uh, thank you so much for sharing this with me. But should not take this out. The less people that know, the better. And when I let go of the book, I will just ever so slightly move the lining away from my cloak to reveal a corner of like an embroidered spell that I've sewn in there.
Mm.
Would I have any idea of? Does it look familiar?
Well,
I think he's.
the intent
Oh,
here is just to show you that I've taken pains to hide my spell book,
Ah, gotcha.
right? And so essentially it's not about like whatever is in this old tome. It's
It's
the
about
fact
what
that
it is. Yeah.
yeah, this is powerful magic. Don't in Olbius's eyes, it's don't present this.
Gotcha. She'll nod in understanding and put it away. Well, do you have any idea of what it is like specifically? I mean, I've read it, but
Other than recognizing in general that it's powerful magic of generated by many powerful individuals over Lord knows how many years. I would have to examine it more closely to tell you specifically what.
ah, and she like taps her nose. I'm not going to let you do that. Be careful
It's of
presenting it, no?
course it's your book, and there's plenty of time for us to get to know each other.
She nods.
While you're walking, Ulvius, you feel a little bit of a slime creep off of your finger and drop into the snow. And I think we're gonna call it here. We'll hit your first encounter at the beginning of next session.